Hello tennis guys and tennis ladies, and welcome to my channel. In today's video I would like to talk about a topic that I called the wow effects of new tennis rackets. So guys, stay tuned.
But we always have to keep in mind, I think, the big picture that Wimbledon or all our tennis world, it's just, or there's no problem at all. I mean, the real problem is there in Ukraine, and let's hope that there's peace very soon again.
So guys, in the last couple of years, let's say 3 years, I've tested a lot of tennis rackets, and I came up to a conclusion that the wow effect of new tennis rackets is sometimes so big, so huge, that it can actually change how you play with the racket, how you feel the racket, and it can be actually negative for the long-term play. And the reason for that is the new tennis rackets. When you try a new tennis racket, you go onto the court, you have a new tennis racket, and you are kind of unprepared on what's going to come. What is going to be like playing with a new Clash tennis racket? Like I was kind of, let's say, unprepared for the new technologies, for the effects of the Clash tennis racket. So when I hit for the first time with the Clash, I was really amazed. It was maybe the biggest wow effect of any tennis racket I've tested in the past. On a similar level of, let's say, wow effect, there were other rackets like the Gravities from Head. Great rackets, huge sweet spot, huge feel, great stability, lots of power, nice precision. So yeah, something like that. But I felt about the Gravities that they are a little bit more players oriented racket. So let's say on the, let's say, standard performance of let's say classic tennis racket. But with the Clash it was a completely different story. So it changed how I felt about a tennis racket. So it was good or bad. So actually, in a long-term play, these wow effects are bad because they create sensation that is simply not there actually. The sensation is there only for a very short period of time when you test the racket. But after you play with it for a long time, let's say 2 weeks, 3 weeks, months, then you start realizing that the wow effect comes with a cost of something else. So you can't have everything in the racket. You can't have great free power and great control at the same time. It's just impossible, and it will be always like this. It will never change, because if some product is constructed and made for some purpose, you can't have all the purposes and all the let's say all the pieces in one place. So there are power-oriented rackets, there are control-oriented rackets, but you can't have like a one stick for everything. It's just not possible, and it is okay. It's perfectly okay. So the wow effect of these new products, of these rackets, is kind of it is a kind of a gimmick to me, and it catches you unprepared, because when you walk on the court, so you need to warm up first. You need to, let's say, get into the tempo. You need to get into the speed of the game. You need to adapt on the conditions, and that takes time. So let's say after 1 hour or 2 hours, when you are really into the game, you start feeling the real positives and negatives of these new rackets. and then that's when the let's say when the skeletons are coming up from the ground. And but that doesn't happen with most of the people. They just try the racket. They just try the racket for a very short period of time, like few minutes. They are amazed. They buy the product, and after like 6 months, they come back and they are like, well, it was great at the beginning, but now I'm struggling with the racket. I don't have the feel. I don't have the control. I don't have this and that. So guys, be really careful when you are buying a new tennis racket, because it's an expensive product. It's expensive equipment. If you are buying like 2-3 rackets, so be really careful. Test the rackets thoroughly. Test the rackets in a long-term test, like in a few days. Don't just play with it like 30 minutes. It is useless, because the wow effects of the rackets, they are there to catch you unprepared, and to grab you, and to comfort you, and to say to you, I'm the best of the best. I do this for you. You don't have to do this. I will do it for you. But that's not how it works with tennis. So guys, wow effects of tennis rackets, a really, really, let's say, crazy thing, because you can't be fooled by the new stuff, new tech, and that's exactly why are these products made this way, just to amaze you in a short period of time, and then you buy the product, and then you are kind of getting disappointed more and more when you play with it more and more. So guys, when you test a new tennis racket, test it really deeply for a few days, not just for 1 hour or a half hour. Test it with many opponents, many people, in different conditions, and put everything into the test. Don't just stand there and hit with it like in a practice. Put it in a deep test, in a thorough test. Put everything into the test, and that is how you should test the racket. So the wow effect of the tennis racket will not fool you. So guys, if you like this video about wow effects of new tennis rackets, just click the thumbs up button, this one. If you didn't, click the thumbs down. Of course you can. And if you want to support my channel, just buy me a coffee. I will highly appreciate it. Oh, what's that? Coffee. Wow. With honey, guys, obviously. So thank you guys in advance, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, tennis guys.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious! That ball was on the line!